Steve Wilks is doing his damn thing. We're doing things defensively we have not done. They look similar, but it's a new flavor, right? And so we run cover three all the time. You can go back to Robert Saleh. That was our staple early. The traditional Seattle cover three with Richard Sherman. We ran the same damn thing. Then we went to more quarters. Then we went to more halves. Now we're doing a little bit more cover one. But we did cover three against the Cowboys, which was really, really cool, and ended up in a sack. This was the Fred Warner sack play, which I thought was really, really cool because it looked like we were in single high, okay? And so we just had Talanoa Hufanga. He's the single high safety. And this is another thing that Wilks keeps doing is he's putting Hufanga back much more than we've seen in the past. Hufanga was always at the line of scrimmage last year, and you could jet motion that out to where we rotate our safeties to where Gip would go up and Huff would go back or whatever. But no. We're breaking the huddle with Hufanga as a single high safety. And I think a big reason why we're doing that is to stop teams from jet motioning so much because people are like, oh, Hufanga's back there. We want to keep him there. We don't want him up by us. He scares me. His beautiful hair and amazing composure. But he's mean as hell on the field, right? So anyway, I digress. Hufanga's the single high safety. At the snap of the ball, Gip, the other safety, he's down like a 4-4 defensive front. So we got 4 down linemen, 4 backers. And what happens is at the snap of the ball, Gibson turns and runs to the numbers, and Charvarius Ward, the opposite corner, bails, and we transition to a cover 3. Dak thought we were in cover 1. He got confused. He rolled out, tried to throw the ball panic because he didn't know what was going on. We haven't showed that look. We've showed cover 3 so many ways, but we haven't showed the safety drop cover 3 to the far one. Usually we drop the corner, both corners, and that's our cover 3. Cover 3 means 3 deep defenders. Nobody gets behind them. And so you've got Demo dropping back, and then you've got whichever safety in the middle, and then you got Charvarius Ward dropping back. We've even done some safety corner cover 3, but we haven't done it out of that alignment. And Dak was completely confused. He was confused. And if he would have thrown it, would have been intercepted. He ate the ball, and Warner got the sack. I'm telling you guys, Steve Wilks in his house. He's blitzing from new spots. No fear of press man on the corners. He is saying our corners are going to do the damn job, period. He's leaving them on an island and trusting them. And you saw Dak like throw up some one-on-one fades. Those are hard as hell to complete. And yeah, you're going to get some pass interference calls, and they're going to happen. Demo and Charvarius Ward are going to get beat deep a few plays. But can teams do it consistently without turning the ball over? That's the thing. You want to highlight one play, that's going to happen. And guess what? You are putting your corners in the most vulnerable position in the NFL, more so than any other team. But that's okay because you trust them and you tell them, even if you get beat once or twice, they can't do this over and over and over against us. I love how aggressive he's being. 6-man pressures, whew, keep it cooking, baby. And Demo and Charvarius Ward, they're on fire out there. 100% right on Isaiah Oliver. That dude, whew, I'm telling you right now, I'm excited about that. Defensive ends. You trade for Randy Gregory last week, and I think a lot of that had to do with Drake Jackson. I would argue this was Drake Jackson's worst game of his career. He didn't even get a tackle. He tackled Bosa twice. He got hurt because he ran into Bosa. He tackled Bosa twice on a pass rush. You know, they're both stunting, and he just runs around like a wild man, which I like. But Drake Jackson's got a lot to learn. He really peaked week 1 and fizzled out. And I think the Niners saw we cannot rely this season on Drake. Now, that doesn't mean his season's over. That doesn't mean I'm not rooting for him. But that dude needs to drop down to 10 to 15 plays maximum a game. And I think Randy Gregory is going to help with that. Cleveland Farrell, he's a run defender only. That's just what it is. I mean, that's what he keeps showing on tape. It's kind of what he showed on tape. You know, we put a lot of stock in Chris Kusarek, and I love that man. But I'm here to tell you right now, like, he's a good run defender. And that's not an insult, but he ain't what we need. A couple other things that take away just from the film. Fred Warner's the Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Nick Bosa's probably not going to be in that category because of the stats. Fred Warner's stats are already there. He's going to continue to be there. Dre Greenlaw's an all-pro. That's just what it is. Right here.
Dre's always been an outstanding player. I guess people don't want to talk about him as much just because I play alongside him. I don't know what it is, but he's always been great. And hopefully this is the season that he finally gets his recognition. We got to keep working together.
Let's go look up Isaiah, and let's see what he's got going on. There we go, Isaiah Oliver. So let's look at what he's been able to accomplish just defensively. He's played 210 snaps. And he seems to have settled into that nickel role very, very well. He's only got one pressure. He's got 16 tackles. Most of those are solo. 16 solo tackles, 4 assists. And when you watch Isaiah Oliver, I think his best trait, even back at Colorado, I remember breaking down his film when we were doing Akello after we drafted Akello Witherspoon, and we were going back through. The opposite starting corner was none other than Isaiah Oliver. Talk about going full circle there. He has a very long wingspan, and he wraps up well. He wasn't a physical player at Colorado. He wasn't a physical player with the Falcons his first kind of year, but that's something that has been developed. And so Isaiah Oliver, he is a sure tackler. He has not had a missed tackle in 3 games. He had 1 missed tackle week 1. He had 2 missed tackles against the Rams in that first half, and it was like, get this dude out of the game. Second half, he turned it on. Hasn't had a missed tackle since halftime of week 2 against the Rams. He stepped it up. 8 solo stops? What? As a nickel? Dude's tackling in the open field by himself. Now, it helps having Hufanga, Gipp, Greenlaw, Warner, Burks running around there. But this dude's saying, no, I'm good. I can wrap up on my own. And he brings the arms, man. He wraps up. He's like a condor. Every time he tackles, he spreads them wide and wraps up so well. You teach the rip move usually with linebackers. This dude, full bear hug, all the way around the edge, which I really, really, really like. He's given up a high catch rate, 20 receptions on 25 targets. That's bad. But if you look at the yards after catch, that is where he's kind of standing out. 20 catches, 55 yards after the catch total on the season. That's not too bad. That's just over, I'm not a smart man, just over 2.5 yards after the catch per reception. It's not bad. He's got 1 interception. He's allowed an 87.3 NFL passer rating. That's awesome. 2 penalties. I got no issues. He's given up 1 touchdown, and that was kind of the big one. He gave up the slot fade for the touchdown this game, and I just finished that film. It doesn't matter who the hell our slot corner is in this system, and this 3 straight coordinators, Saleh, D'Amico, Wilks, slot fade's just going to get what it gets. Jimmy Ward, doesn't matter. K'Wan Williams, doesn't matter. Dante Johnson, doesn't matter. Whoever the hell's out there, they're getting toasted by this slot fade. It's just, we have to play inside leverage in our scheme. You have to give up outside leverage. It is a difficult pass to complete, but teams have done it. That's been the rough one, but I do love Isaiah Oliver. I'm so pumped. He just brings a short tackle kind of element, and he's a gamer. 3rd down, second half, you better identify 2-6 out there, baby, because he's making plays.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.